Hi, I'm Evan.
Hi, I'm Brandon, and today we're doing the RPG Recommendations.
Stay tuned, we got lots of cool stuff for you. Let's take a look. Alright, so as per tradition, you always go first, yes. But there's something pretty cool right there on that shelf that I wanted to grab since it's just the... Alright, so we're gonna be drinking some liquid death while we do this little review. This is just water, but what's really cool about it is it's actually kind of funny because it looks like...
looks like beer.
Yeah, it looks like beer cans. But this company is really cool because they hate plastic. As you can see, these are aluminum cans. 10% of the profits are donated to help with plastic pollution, which is really cool. So, yeah, and, we used to work at Amazon, and we saw these on the shelves all the time.
Yeah, that's just water.
Yep.
Liquid death.
All right, you can go first.
All right, first, start off with something classic. Pokemon Moon.
You know, I didn't. Oh no, I did. I played Sun.
Well, I like Moon better.
Yeah, well, you know. All right.
That's a way cooler Pokemon than I want. Look, it's a giant moon bat. The last one I need to get for the 3DS is Ultra Moon. That's the last Pokemon game I need for the new game.
Nice.
With Ultra Moon. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so this is just Pokemon Moon.
What'd you like about this one?
I thought it was interesting, the islands and the new trials, instead of like you having to fight the gym trainers, you just go do the trials and stuff.
That was a really cool thing with this one. I did really like that.
So which starter did you choose?
Litten.
Oh. I chose Vivio.
Wow, you actually did the water one.
I always chose water.
Everyone I know did Rowlet. Everyone I know did that one.
I always either go water or grass type, mostly water.
Oh, I usually always do fire. That's really funny.
Silver, I chose Totodile.
Totodile.
Was water type. Squirtle, Oshawott, Squirtle again when you gave me the choice. I always choose water. The only time I chose a grass type was in Black 2. I chose Snivy instead.
I did not play White or Black. I didn't play those. I actually didn't even play X or Y. After Ruby and Sapphire, I kind of stopped until Sun and Moon again. Then I got Sun, and then I got Sword, and then I just got... Well, I got the double pack for Diamond and Pearl, so Stam and I are playing those together. But then I got Arceus, and Arceus is really fun.
I have all those as well. Though I also played Y. Because did I play X? No, I played Y. Y is the one with the giant death pterodactyl thing.
Alright, so the first one that I have in here is Kingdom Hearts. So Kingdom Hearts is my favorite RPG of all time, and I have something pretty cool that goes along with Kingdom Hearts. This is the game. This is the game guide for the first Kingdom Hearts, which is actually my favorite RPG of all time.
Mine's Kingdom Hearts 358 Days and a Half.
Now,
that was my first Kingdom Hearts game.
This particular game guide isn't my exact one that I had when I was a kid, but I had this game guide, just not this exact one. I found this at Calico Games for not too expensive. Yeah, I think it was only like $10 or something like that, but it has all the stickers still intact too. It has all the posters in the back, so it is complete and it hasn't been like tampered with. It is in pretty good condition too. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts, for those of you that have never played Kingdom Hearts, you should definitely. Kingdom Hearts is a fantasy, it's like a Final Fantasy game.
Oh, it's made by the same company.
Yeah, it's made by Square Enix. So they were called Squaresoft back then, when it actually says Squaresoft on here. It's Final Fantasy mixed with Disney. And you play as a kid named Sora who is trying to...
Roxas is better!
I'm not talking about the second game.
Roxas is still better.
Sora tries to seal the darkness away in all the worlds you go to. And in the first game, you go to Hercules, Tarzan, Alice in Wonderland.
Which is funny, they never did bring back Tarzan.
No, they never did.
And he was like the first friend he ever made. Because Tarzan's the first world you go to.
It's, you have a choice. So you can go to Alice in Wonderland or Tarzan.
Most people go to
Oh wait, no, that's not true. Because you start in Traverse Town, and you can go to Alice in Wonderland or Olympus Coliseum.
I think Tarzan was...
Tarzan's at the end. Tarzan's before you go to Agrabah.
It's been a while since I played the first one.
But yeah, you can have Tarzan as like an ally and he comes with you. But what's cool about the PS4 version is this is definitely the version of the games to play because they're remastered in HD, and then they have all of the bonus like levels and bosses in this version. And this one right here is 1.5 and 2.5, and this actually has 6 games on it.
The one I have is the all-in-one collection, which came with all of them, including 3.
Including 3, and I think it was only like $40.
I got it cheaper.
Yeah,
I got it for like $20.
This is a good. It's a long process to play through Kingdom Hearts. They're long games, but it's worth it. Like they're so.
The first game's pretty short. There's even an achievement you get for beating it in like an hour.
I actually got the achievement for beating it in less than 15 hours of total game time. So, Kingdom Hearts is really awesome. It's really near and dear to my heart.
It's a great game.
It is.
My favorite still is 358 because that was my first one. I still have it, by the way. It's on my DS.
The one where you play as Roxas?
Yeah, I have it. DS, because that's all it came out for. I have it and the case for it.
Nice.
Yeah, so my next one is another 3DS game. Fire Emblem Shadows of Valencia.
Is this sealed?
Yes, I just bought this.
Oh.
Brand new. I actually haven't played this one yet.
Where'd you get this?
Amazon.
And it's sealed.
Brand new. It wasn't even that expensive. It was like $25.
Wow, trip out.
And then, I'll just flash. This is just some of them I have, because this thing can only have 7 games at a time, 6 here, and then 1 in the game.
That's really cool, dude.
This is my 3DS. I got the Persona Q one.
Nice.
So it's the Le Grimoire.
Le Grimoire de Q?
Yes.
I don't speak French.
Yeah, this is mine. This is actually what got me into Persona, too, was this 3DS. Because I got this for my 14th birthday, I want to believe. 14th or 15th.
That's a cool 3DS, dude.
Yeah. Still works and everything, too. I mean, No, it's still got 2%, 2 battery life. That's how you can tell. They just got the bars. No, it had 3 bars, because I remember I wasted 1 bar because I was updating it. Yeah.
That's really cool, dude.
The 3D doesn't work anymore, but that's because they got rid of that because it sucked.
Yeah. Nice. Alright, what do we got? My next one is a Switch game that I have been playing a lot lately. I started playing this when it came out, and I kind of took a break from it because this game is very, 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 very long. Octopath Traveler.
Ooh, I've been wanting to get that game. I heard it's really
Octopath Traveler is really, really awesome. There's 8 total characters in this game, and Octo 8. But you can pick who you want to start as, and you have to go find the other people, and they join your party, and then the story continues after that. There's like a warrior, like a shop clerk, an alchemist, a cleric, a hunter, like a thief.
That's mine.
A scholar, and then there's also a dancer girl. I started with the scholar because I usually tend to gravitate towards the professor kind of characters. He's the mage too, he's one of the mages, so I really like his stuff. His name is Cyrus. But yeah, here's kind of the inside has little
Are you gonna get the other game that's like this?
The Triangle, the new one? I want to. The combat looks a lot like Fire Emblem, so it's kind of interesting, but I love the art style in Octopath. It's a very, very good game, but it's very long. I've already put 20 hours into it, and I'm barely through it. It's really
That's how you know
long.
it's a good game.
Oh no, it's really good.
Alright. Next up for me, Persona 4.
Persona 4, nice.
PlayStation 2. I bought this game brand new for $25 on Amazon.
Really?
Yes. Complete inbox and everything. Even came with the bonus CD for the music.
What?
I also got Persona 3 FES, brand new PlayStation 2 on Amazon as well for $25.
That's really sick, dude. I didn't know that Amazon still sold. I mean, actually, no, I did know that they sell PS2 games, but I didn't know they sold new PS2 games.
Yeah,
Wow.
this is my favorite Persona 4 all the way. Yeah.
Persona. I've never played Persona 4 actually, but I'm gonna have to borrow it and play it.
This is great. Yeah, because I have this, and then I also have Golden for the Vita. But Golden for the Vita, you can't find that one new anywhere cheap. This was $20 for Golden.
That's pretty good.
For Golden, it's like $400, $300.
Yeah.
So I bit the bullet and I just bought it digitally for the Vita.
Yeah. So this next game I really like this game. I would consider this a good...
It is.
It's a good RPG, but it's very difficult to get into.
It is.
It's if you have patience and the time to play it, this is a really amazing game. This is Kingdom Come Deliverance. So this is a realistic medieval RPG.
Very realistic. You will get your ass handed.
Oh yeah, you will. You have to actually learn how to fight. You're a guy who has no idea how to fight at all. The swords are super heavy. Like, you have to actually go in and practice, and he gradually will get better at it. I got really upset with the fighting because I kept getting my ass kicked in this game. So I just got really good with the archery. And then I started using the bows and arrows. But yeah, this game is super, super fun.
It's fun, but it's a raging game. If you have a short temper, it's probably not the game for you.
No.
You will die a lot.
Yeah, it's really tough. But the atmosphere and everything else about this game is gorgeous.
Oh,
it's gorgeous. Yeah, I really like that one. I've never beaten it yet. I want to say I'm close, but I don't know. I've put lots of hours into this game, and I kind of feel like I'm not really progressing. But I get so sucked into just the world of the game that I don't even care.
It's one of those games that you'll kill a lot of time, but you'll never feel like you did anything.
Yeah, exactly. You're next.
The Godfather.
Ah. Yes. Yes.
I forgot that was in there.
What is that?
Remember when I bought this? It's just a piece of paper. I forgot what it said. Let me read this real quick. I think it was cheats or something. Yeah, it was Godfather glitches and stuff.
Oh, no way. GameSpot. No way. So he had a bunch of cheat codes in here. That's sick.
It's also complete.
Yes, I have this as well. I would actually recommended this to you.
Yes, you were there when I bought it.
This game is so good. The movies are incredible, but I mean, this kind of goes into the RPG kind of thing. I mean, you do level up your guy.
And you create your own character.
And you completely create your own character. You're a guy in the original Godfather movie. This is only the first one because they did actually make a second one for PlayStation 3 and 360. But all the events of the first movie happen, and you're there as kind of like, oh, this character is also here, like experiencing all this. So you have to go through and like go to all these businesses and get them to join the Corleone family, which is your family. And it's basically Grand Theft Auto in the 30s, and it's
with a lot more freestyle roaming you can do.
Correct. Yeah, it's a lot more like you're able to kind of go and do like your own thing, which is really
kind of
awesome.
like if you took Mafia and Grand Theft Auto and like put them in a blender together.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, The Godfather is really fun. I do really like that game. So, Horizon Zero Dawn is is that next? Oh, do you? Yeah.
Want to do them together?
Bring them out.
I have Forbidden West.
So this is the new one. This is the first one. Horizon Zero Dawn, just as a whole, is
fantastic game.
I don't even know where to begin with this franchise. This is such a good story, just from beginning to this one. I haven't played the new one yet, so without spoilers, what can you say about the new one?
Thunderjaws are still nightmares to fight.
Oh.
And now there's a new version. There's Apex Thunderjaw.
Oh, great.
If you haven't played the DLC, so you don't know what Apex are, because in the DLC for this one, that's where you get introduced like the first kind of Apex Guardian. But yeah, Apex Thunderjaws are unhackable. You can't hack any Apex versions of them.
Oh boy.
So they can't hack them. Even if you have Master, you can't hack them. They are tougher. Their weapons are better. They do a lot more damage, and they're just all around terrifying. But yeah, and there's also more giant monsters to try and kill you. In this game, there's like 3. There's like the Rock Munchers, which you only fight like 2 of them.
Yeah.
The Stormbirds, and then the Thunder. This one has like 5.
This game takes place a really long time after the fall of humanity. I don't know the exact date, but
we don't really have dates, so the whole point is like us humans, we advanced so much we made machines, and the machines turned on us and killed us. So eventually, a group of people created this thing called Project Zero Dawn to try and preserve humanity. But the guy who originally created it, his name was Ted Fargo. He was the one who created the robots that kind of went crazy and started killing all humans. He felt that if humanity because they had AIs that were supposed to help us learn and grow. But one of the AIs, all named after Greek gods, Apollo, who was supposed to be like learning and stuff. He had like all our history. Ted deletes him, deletes every copy of him, and then kind of kills all the people who created the AI, so they couldn't create Apollo. Because he felt that humanity, if we gained our knowledge that we had before, we would do the exact same thing.
We got cameraman Cheeto over here.
He was adjusting.
He was adjusting.
But yeah, it's a fun game. You take on the role of Aloy, who, I'm not going to really spoil much, she's basically an outcast of her people. So the world's kind of devolved. We're back in like tribal like groups of people. Like there's some more civilized people, like the Kaja, who like, I would say they're like knights and stuff.
Yeah, it's an interesting like thing. Like it's almost like caveman, and then it's like caveman, and then like robots and
sci-fi.
medieval. It's a very interesting world, but very, very cool and very, very, very cool and fun. So
It's Forbidden West, phenomenal. I haven't beaten it yet, but I've been playing it all.
you can go ahead and go next.
But yeah, that was a great one. Let's bring up The Witcher.
Can't go wrong with that. Have you watched the show?
I've not.
Oh my god.
I heard the show was really good. I haven't opened this.
Oh, it's sealed, yeah.
This is the last brand new copy they had in the GameStop I bought it from.
Yeah.
Because I was in Garden Grove and I bought it.
I have the same one, the complete edition. I got this at launch, but I got it digitally. But this game's made by CD Projekt Red, who also did Cyberpunk 2077.
Which, while it did have a bad launch, it's actually really good now. They did all the
I mean,
updates.
you and I got it on launch day, and we were like, "This game's awesome."
It still is awesome.
Yeah, it still is awesome.
I still beat it, but it's kind of become part of my backlog now.
I've beaten the main story. Main story doesn't actually take that long. It's just all the other stuff to do that takes like a while. But this is a very good. The Witcher is probably one of the best fantasy RPGs that's ever been made. You play as Geralt, and he's a witcher. He's a monster hunter. And this has the Hearts of Stone and the Blood and Wine.
Plus 16.
Plus 16 other cosmetics and missions and stuff like that, DLCs. The amount of freedom that The Witcher 3 gives you is ridiculous. This game is... I don't even know where to even go, how to like describe this game. It's just
awesome.
It's so epic, and it's such a good story, and there's choices that you can make in the game too that'll affect other things.
This game has a certified rad.
It definitely does. This game is definitely certified rad. There's lots of romance in this game too. Witcher 3 is a must. It's a definite must. Speaking of musts, we like to play a lot of like old school games too that are 80s, early 90s, stuff like that. So this is a re-release of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. These are Dungeons and Dragons games that were out on the computer. So this is like a top-down kind of Diablo-style like adventure game, where
like the original Fallout.
Like the original Fallout, exactly.
Yeah, if people don't know, Fallout 1 and 2 were top-down side like adventures like that.
Yeah.
Wasn't until 3 that they actually added.
They did the first person. Yeah, that's when they changed it. Baldur's Gate is this is 1 and 2. It's an open world fantasy like story RPG. There aren't really any like pictures of the gameplay on the cover. This is also a European release because it has Peggy 16 on it. But it's really fun. It's a point and click kind of adventure game.
No, it's just on the computer. You can't really do much back now with computers.
The combat's like it's turn-based, but it's not turn-based. It's like
it's kind of like Neverwinter, where like you kind of just keep button mashing, like eventually your character attacks, but he misses.
So you'll have the screen of the people doing their thing, and then you'll have like these tabs down here, and then it'll show the attack order. So yeah, Baldur's Gate is really fun. $20 for Baldur's Gate 1 and 2.
Now I just grabbed this one because I wanted to represent them all, but Borderlands.
I was thinking about recommending this, so I'm glad you grabbed it. This is also another certified rad game.
So this is the first one. This is the Game of the Year edition, so it had all the DLCs.
Borderlands 1 is actually the only one I've played the entire way through.
It's funny, because this is the only one I've never beat.
Really?
Yeah. So I haven't beaten 3 either, but that's because I stopped playing it for a while. I'm halfway through. But this one I've never beaten. I beat 2, pre-sequel, Tales of the Borderland. And I'm halfway through 3 right
Cheeto.
now. Cameraman Cheeto.
Cameraman Cheeto is at it again. So yeah, that was the only one that you've ever played?
The other one I haven't beaten yet, but besides 3, but I'm almost done with it. This is the only one I started it. I maybe got like 10% into the main quest before I kind of... This one's a lot harder than the other ones, I'll admit that, because like if you like all the quests, eventually you get too under level to complete them.
Yeah.
Because eventually you run out of like side quests to do. Because you at the very beginning of the game, you only get like 4 areas you can go to.
Yeah.
And once you reach like a certain point, you run out of side quests to do, and your character is still severely under level to go take on.
At that point, you need more people to like to play with. It's almost like this game is like, no, get friends.
Yeah. See, this is one of the few games that's like, you're playing by yourself. Oh, you're screwed. Because I admit, like it's like the 5th main mission. Like even the 3rd main mission.
Who did you play as?
I always play as like the soldiers types.
I always play as the sniper guy. So
Mordecai.
I
always play roll.
Because he has the bird, the hawk thing.
That's cool. I always like the turn because the turn always helps me out, especially when you're running.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always play as Roland. What's his name from the second one?
I played as Zero, I think was his name. Was it Zero?
Zero's the assassin.
That's who I played as.
It wasn't the Gunzerker. I was a soldier again. I forgot his name's blanking on me right now. Axton. That was his name. Axton. So I played Axton. Then in the pre-sequel, I played Claptrap.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. I beat the game as Claptrap.
No way.
I did. It was awesome. And then in the 3rd one, I'm playing as Flint.
I'm only familiar with Claptrap and like the original characters.
Oh, Flint's awesome. We've actually killed his brothers.
So then we're gonna have to go through these games together because I really like the
I have them all.
Well,
and I'm getting Tiny Tina like this week.
Yeah, Tiny Tina does come out this week as of the making of this video. This video is being made on the 22nd. It comes out on the 25th?
25th.
Nice.
So I think it's Friday.
Have you played this?
Yes, I did. I have the remastered edition for
Dragon's
Xbox.
Dogma.
I started watching the TV show on Netflix for this.
I have not watched the show yet, but I want to watch it. Yeah.
7 episodes.
Dragon's Dogma is a really good open world, like kind of fantasy RPG.
You can get this remastered. It's called Dragon's Dogma is like Dark Rising.
Yeah.
That's the remastered edition.
It's the HD, complete
PS4
HD one, yeah. And it has all the DLC into it.
That's what I have. I have it for Xbox.
I need to get that version. Every time I see it, I'm like, I'll get it next time. And then I show up to GameStop and then it's gone. And I'm like, but I will. But there's nothing really more to be said about this game than just it's a really good. It's made by Capcom, so Capcom does not make crappy games, in my opinion. I think. So if you like the Resident Evil games, you'd really like this one because there's a lot of similar elements of like the Resident Evil.
Plus, you get to make a bunch of characters.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. It's a really good one. But yeah, this is the PS3 version. Definitely get the. Look how much this was pre-owned. So I got this back in the day. $55.
I think I bought mine for like $30.
Yeah. The remaster on PS4 is $20.
I think I bought mine for like 30 or 25.
Yeah,
it was really cheap.
Yeah.
All right.
So it was a good game.
All right. Well, what time it is?
Oh, the Fractured Butthole. Okay. The South Park game.
This is South Park, the Fractured Butthole. This is the Gold Steelbook edition.
I have this edition too. You were there at GameStop when I got it.
Yes. So yeah, this is just like the full game. I thought it was cool.
You're the main character in a South Park episode.
It's pretty much the whole game. It's just like a really long episode of South Park where you make your own character. This is the second game. There's a game before this called The Stick of Truth.
Yes.
They're both tied into each other because the very beginning of this game is the ending of the last game. It's a great game.
It's really funny.
It has that South Park charm to it.
Oh yeah, if you like South Park, it's a definite buy, and it's not expensive.
Especially if you just get the base game. $20.
If that, I think it's super cheap. This game is one of my favorite RPGs of all time. This is Dark Cloud on PlayStation 2.
I have both of these.
You actually bought both of these because we were at a game store in Orange County, and the guy went into the back and he's like, "Oh, I have some other games," and he whipped them out, and I'm like, Brandon, both of the Dark Souls, the Dark Cloud games are there. Buy them now. Because Dark Cloud 1 is actually pretty easy to find. Dark Cloud 2 is harder to find. It's not impossible, but it is harder to find.
I think Dark Cloud 1 for me is also in complete inbox. It has like the guide.
Both of them were, I think, right?
No, Dark Cloud 2 wasn't.
It didn't have the book?
I think Dark Cloud 2 didn't have the book.
Ah.
But I still bought it.
Yeah, absolutely. You can find the book for, not too expensive, but Dark Cloud is a very cool RPG. You can actually play both of these on PlayStation Now if you have the subscription. They're both on there, and you can actually download them to your PS4 or PS5. So I try to just keep these discs in here. I have files on my PS2, but now I restarted them on my PS5. So I'm just going through these again. But you're trying to like put your town back together. It gets enveloped in darkness, and you're trying to basically put it back together.
What is the games in darkness?
So
Darkness?
the soundtrack in this game is really good, and the combat is really fun. It's almost like a Legend of Zelda ripoff. I don't want to say that, but it almost is. But it's a really good game because you can completely customize your village. Like your starting area can be completely tailored to how you want it. You can choose where the armor shop is.
Going into a desert?
Huh?
Desert with no trees or water around?
That's it.
That's it.
What do you got?
Next up for me, okay, well, bringing it around, Skyrim.
Oh.
You can't have an RPG video without this.
No.
Like, you really can't.
I mean, this goes without saying, but this one is also certified rad. I mean,
it's such a good game. They are milking it for all it's worth. They literally remastered it.
It's been on 3 console generations. Same thing with Grand Theft Auto. But this game has been on 3 console generations.
As of making this video, just 2 months ago, they re-released the 30th anniversary edition.
The 10th anniversary
10th
of Skyrim. Yeah, I was there on the midnight release of that game, 2011.
I didn't get that. This is just the special edition, which was the first remaster they did for the new consoles. It comes with the 3 DLC for it. I've beaten this game twice. Once on my 360, once and I've
beaten this game so many times with so many different playthroughs.
I started another one, but I kind of had more games, and I'm just replaying this one just for fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's a great game.
See, I've played this game vanilla before, just no mods, no nothing, and
that's what I did for 360.
And it's really fun. But when I discovered mods for this game, I almost can't go back because I've beaten this game on the hardest difficulty. Vanilla, and I just was like, you know what? I would like infinite magic. You know what? I would like to not take any damage. And then you just go through and just destroy
I would
everything.
just like to turn into a dragon whenever I want.
Yeah! But the Elder Scrolls games are, in my opinion...
I'm still waiting for the new one that they confirmed.
6, whenever. Let's go. I think... personally, that the Elder Scrolls universe, next to Lord of the Rings, is probably the coolest fantasy universe there is.
What race would you be reborn as that you really go there?
Oh, I don't really ever pick any kind of other race. I'm usually always just a standard human or
But I mean Imperial, Nord.
Imperial.
Oh, I'm a Nord because I think they're just the best. They're just awesome.
Well, I mean they're the natives of Skyrim.
I'm just saying that I'd be a Nord anywhere. Because that cold bonus, damn it, that cold resistance you get just helps, very helpful. Because most of the enemies you fight...
Whoa, that was pretty cool.
I'm sorry. I know you don't like Nords apparently. I'm sorry, Akintosh.
Oh. I usually always play as an Imperial. Just because I like the ability, I like the
king's...
Yeah, I forget the actual name of the skill, but... prices are cheaper, and you're able to persuade a lot better, and the mercantile stuff is just really handy.
That cold resistance helps out.
That being said, though, this next game is
I know which game you're talking
one of the greatest fantasy games of all time. This is Fable: The Lost Chapters. There's also the anniversary edition of this game.
That's one I have.
Fable is probably in my top 10.
I have all 3 of them.
You
were there when I completed
do
the
have all
collection.
3 of them as well.
You were actually with me.
The first one is the best one. 2 and 3 are good, but
I just like the guns.
1 is a masterpiece. It is a masterpiece of a game. The story is incredible, and this game, you start off completely neutral, and you can go completely batshit evil, or you're the grace of God. You can go.
What did you do?
I've done all 3 of the playthroughs. So I've done total neutral, and then I've done all good and all evil. It honestly just depends on my mood. Because one time, so you start off in this area called the Guild of Heroes. It's almost like the Jedi Temple. It's where all the apprentices are training to become heroes. So you learn how to use magic and your bow and arrow and your sword. So when I beat the game on the evil playthrough, do like Anakin Skywalker this temple, I went to the biggest bandit camp and had all of them follow me. I had like 30 people following me. I waited until like the middle of the night and we just slaughtered everyone in this place.
Did you get that evil sword as well?
Oh yeah, so okay, that's the question. So in this game, it's kind of a spoiler, but it's also like one of the biggest plot points of the entire game. There's a sword in Albion. That's the name of the world. There's a sword called the Sword of Aeons, and it's the strongest weapon in the entire game. The only way to get it is to kill your sister. You can cast the sword into the void, and you'll never see it again, but your sister will live. Or you can say, screw that, and kill your sister and take the sword. So what did you do?
So I think I got the other powerful sword in the game, the one you have to kill a follower to get.
Oh.
The one that it's like down the pathway, there's like that little side path. It's the Sword of Evil.
Yes.
So I got that sword, and I think
it has the skull on it, right?
Yeah, I got that sword, but then I think I said no, I don't want this sword, and I kept my sister alive.
In the Anniversary Edition and in the Lost Chapters Edition, if you chose not to kill your sister, you got the Avo sword, which is the good equivalent of the Sword of Aeons.
I had both the evil sword and the good sword.
But it did the exact same damage, so I didn't really see a point to getting it. Like, I don't know. I was like, on my evil playthrough I did, but on my good playthrough I was like, I'm gonna get the sword anyways, so let's just let my sister live and do her thing. So.
Well, it is canon that she lives, and she appears in every other game.
It's true. Go ahead.
Saving those ones for last. Scarlet Nexus.
Such a good game. I have this on PS5.
We are all connected.
The anime is very good. Oh my god. This game is, well, I mean, what would you say about this one?
It's just great. It's a fun little JRPG.
Yeah, it's a hack and slash.
It's kind of like a Code Vein.
It is a lot like Code Vein.
If anyone remembers that game, which was a great game.
It's a lot like that too. I really like the story. Have you watched the anime?
I'm not yet.
It's good. It's very good. I mean, the game follows the anime like
point for point.
Yeah, because the anime came out in Japanese first, but they're starting to come out with the English dub. So I'm watching the English dub, and you play. I haven't played this game in a while, so I can't remember the two main characters' names.
I just remember there's like dude.
There's a guy and a girl, and there's two campaigns, and they intersect in like points where you can actually play as both of them. It's such a good game. It's such a good game. But I like the PS5 version because it does the haptic triggers.
Ah, yeah, the haptic triggers.
But speaking of masterpieces, because we just talked about Fable, I have not played these games before this collection, but this is the Legendary Edition of Mass Effect, the original 3 games. I have to say that this series was unbelievable. It was unbelievable.
Certified.
Like this whole screen will be just covered.
Certified.
This game has so many decisions that affect the entire story. So this is all 3 of the Mass Effects, the original ones, not Andromeda. We don't talk about Andromeda.
It was alright.
But
it wasn't
the decisions you make in the first game will affect the second and the third game, and so on and so forth.
So this company is made by Bioware, which there's actually another game I wanted to talk about, but I forgot my copy of it.
Dragon Age?
Yes.
Yeah, Dragon Age.
So it's like
kind of thing.
It has the same thing as Dragon Age, where like your choices from all the other games can, if you have like the data, or if you just go online and do the thing, you can just fill it out, will affect each other game.
Yeah, so if you kill someone in the first game, someone will remember it in the third game and be like, oh no, you killed that guy, I'm not helping you.
Or like if your followers die in certain games.
If your follower dies in the first game, they're dead in the other games if you move forward. However,
someone else will come and replace them.
Correct, yes.
Like for Rex, if he dies in the first game, Rex is your...
If Rex dies in the first game, that's a very big plot point that you're missing in the third game. So try your best to keep everybody alive. That's kind of my thing.
As long as you keep them alive to the third game, that's where you get the awesome Citadel party.
Do not mention anything about the second game though, because that's the biggest spoiler of the entire thing. And I know you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
So
I haven't played the second one all that much, but I do know what you're talking about.
Besides the thing with Rex, there will be no more spoilers about Mass Effect. That game, just
play it yourself.
It's on Game Pass. It is also, I don't think it's on PlayStation now, but it is on Game Pass. So Xbox and Microsoft, if you have it, play it because play all 3 because
you pretty much with the anniversary.
It's amazing.
You get everything. There's only like one DLC that didn't come back. That's only because they lost the original coding for it.
That's right. I did remember hearing about that. Andy was talking about that.
Yeah. So if you have these games like the original copies for like the 360, there's a DLC you can get that you can't get for the anniversary edition because when they were remastering the game, the original coding for that DLC was corrupted beyond. Like they couldn't salvage it, so it's gone.
Sucks.
And it was a really cool DLC. So it's like it's like a casino DLC where you can go to this like battle arena place and you get really good weapons and stuff. But yeah,
That sucks.
yeah. So if you get the anniversary edition, you get everything but that one DLC. But if you have the game for like the original console, you know, hey, get the DLC.
Mass Effect. Play it.
Show off to your friends. Okay, this one actually isn't like.
Oh, he's getting up for this one.
This one isn't a video game. Video game was in a video game.
Oh my god. Oh.
That's right. Bunkers and Badass.
Oh my god, this is the Tiny Tina D&D.
Yes, it is.
Oh, this is so cool.
This is the deluxe edition.
Where'd you get this?
Nirvana Games. They selling them. You can buy like just the book or the deluxe edition.
How much was this?
It's like $100-something bucks.
Oh.
But you gotta see what it comes with.
Oh. Oh my god.
So okay.
Dude, it comes with pieces?
Yes. So these are like the bad guys and stuff. You get little boards of bad guys. Comes with like some extra like
Character sheets
and stuff and weapon sheets.
Is this the player handbook?
No, this is just it's one book. That's it.
So, can you make like full-on campaigns with this?
Yes. It comes with 3 campaigns already in the back.
Dude.
It has the first campaign, like the beginner. I call it the tutorial.
Dude, this is so cool.
It also has a set of iridium dice and the loaded badass.
I'm a little jealous. This
and
is
it comes
really
with
cool.
all. So it only has the vault. It only has the vault hunters from the first 2 games.
Is this the DM screen?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So it has, as you can look right here, they have miniatures of all the characters. So yeah, you got Zero, you got Axton, you even got the DLC characters because there's a Craig and there's the Necromancer.
And then here's all the board, like the actual board pieces. Dude, this is so
It
cool.
also has the grid. Like you can
This is so cool.
These are the little stands. These are the guns.
I'm so jealous, dude. This is so cool.
Yeah. But yeah, you can pretty much make your own vault hunter. You can choose from any of the classes from the first 2 games.
This is
And
rad.
there's 2 different sirens.
Brad, this is really cool.
Yes.
Okay, well we're gonna have to. I know what we're doing for our next campaign. We're doing this.
Bunkers and Badass.
Bunkers and Badass.
Yeah, but wait, I gotta find the character sheet for one of the characters. No, these are guilds. It's guns.
Man, this thing has so much stuff in it. This is really rad, dude. This is really cool.
So, there it is. For the soldier, read back there. It's Roland.
They dress like Roland. It's Roland.
Okay. If you guys don't know, this is the DLC that came for Borderlands 2. It kind of set up like a way for Tiny Tina to grieve about Roland, because you play the game, you know what happens to him, and Tiny Tina was close to Roland, and you know, it affected her very much. But yeah, this is like, the DLC was like a good way for her to say goodbye to Roland.
Dude.
No way.
I'm gonna leave that right there, and we're just gonna put the games on top of this and talk about them. I don't even know how to even top that. Was that your last one?
No. This is like, look, tease, I got one more big thing. Because remember, I've been talking about the thing I'm wearing and the thing I have in the bag over there. And,
dude, I have like 5 more.
I got
This is a longer video,
so the last couple games are all like the same. Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy VII, the remake of. This is the best Final Fantasy. I'm just throwing that out there. But this is the HD remake of Final Fantasy VII with Cloud, Sephiroth, Aerith, Tifa, and Barret. Such a good game.
Machine gun hands. Who can't do
And
machine.
I had a blast with this game. I almost played it just start to finish without stopping. I mean, I love the original, but they're releasing this game almost like episodic. So this one is just all the Midgar stuff. But they're working on the next part. I don't know when it's supposed to be out, but I know that it's in the process of being made.
So my next thing is just something that's just dice. some cool dice I bought at this. It's called Black Mage Games. It's over in the Temecula Mall. It actually replaced the Black Knight I was talking about. Yeah, so it's like another board game shop. We should totally head over there.
I want this now. Like I want this. Like I don't even want to continue. That just like stole the show.
I'll pass you the website where I bought it.
Okay, all right.
You can just get the book. You don't have to.
I want this.
Oh, you want the deluxe?
I want this.
And it came really fast. Like I placed the order. Like I just got this like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's.
And I placed the order like on Friday.
Really
it came
sick.
within next week.
Bunkers and badasses. That's really sick. But
yeah, so this is just some dice I bought at this place called
nice.
It's called Black Mage Games. It's over at the outlets in Lake Elsinore. If you didn't know, that's where we live. But yeah, so it's just like a little board game shop that they had Vanguard. It's called the Vanguard cards there.
Yeah,
I've never seen those.
I need to go to this shop because I've actually never been to this shop yet. But yeah,
well, it's a new shop. It just opened up.
In the outlets?
Yeah. Wow. They do D&D every Wednesday and Saturday.
I'm down. I mean, I'm down to. I can't get over this. It's so sick.
I knew you liked it.
I hate you right now, but you already talked about this.
Yeah,
so this is Skyrim for PS4. We already talked about that, so I'm gonna skip Skyrim. I'm gonna talk about this. I picked this up at the Retro Gaming Expo a couple weeks ago, and this is the Bioware Sonic Rpg. I've been playing it, and I gotta say, it's awesome. You have to touch on the touch screen to move the characters, but Sonic, Tails, Amy, Knuckles, Rouge, they all have different abilities.
I'm gonna play that right now.
And, right? Yeah, it's a really fun game. I love the combat. You can play it with 2 people, too. But I've been looking for this for a while, and Andy actually saw that on the shelf, and he got it because, he bought it because the guy only accepted cash. And then I bought Andy that Castlevania thing for his wall that he'd been missing, so we just did a little trade, so that was really
friendship
sick.
trade. Alright.
These next 2 I can actually talk about, like...
I don't know if you're gonna hate me even more for this.
Oh, am I?
I don't know, maybe.
Well, my last one's pretty big too, but I do have a couple more before then.
Yeah, so once again, this isn't really a board game, this is another tabletop. This is the Fallout tabletop.
I want to get a session of this going so bad. This is the Wastelanders, right? Isn't this what it's called?
No, so this is the Wastelanders game. There's actually 2. So this is like a Dungeons and Dragons role playing one.
Oh, dude.
This one is the Wasteland Warfare one that you get it with you can get the board game.
Dude. Yeah, the Fallout tabletop game. Oh, this is so sick.
Yeah, and then I even got the dice for it.
Oh, this is so sick.
And then this one is the one that goes with the Wasteland Warfare, which is a board game, but you can also turn it into a tabletop game, which is what this looks like.
Nice,
but it works with
dude.
I don't have the board game yet. That's the next thing I'm gonna get. Yeah, this is just.
Okay. Now we have to do 2 sessions. We gotta do this and this. So these next 2 games, they go hand in hand. So I'm talking about them. So this is the Secret of Mana, and then this is the Collection of Mana. So the Secret of Mana is the HD remake of the original one that's in this one. This is a collection of the original 3. So these games are kind of like top-down, old-style Final Fantasy RPGs, but they're made by Square Enix as well, and the universe is really, really awesome. It's old-style art. Like, look at this.
That's nice.
It's like PlayStation 1 era, like, artwork, which is really, really sick. So, Collection of Mana and The Secret of Mana are both really, really cool.
Alright. So the last game kind of honorable mention to Dragon Age. I forgot my copy of it.
Oh, we talked about Dragon Age.
Yeah, we kind of mentioned it, but Dragon Age, that's another great one. It's made by
Yeah.
Bioware. Same thing as the Mass Effect. You know, choices carried over from all the other games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just an honorable mention really quick. So last year, all part of the same series.
Nice.
First one, Fallout 3. The
Fallout
Game of the
3.
Year edition.
And it's still sealed.
Because I have it digitally.
Yeah, so don't open it. Just keep it sealed.
I just wanted the physical case and copy.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I mean, you keep this in case your digital ever shits out on you.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is just Fallout 3. This is the complete edition. It has all the DLC, which I already have it all because when I got my Xbox, my family bought the Fallout 4 edition
Oh,
of it.
I remember seeing that.
So
Xbox.
it came with the Fallout. No, it was just the bundle. So it came with the game. And
They had one. They had a Fallout.
I know. I didn't get that one. Mine was just the black one.
Okay.
But it came with
okay.
Fallout 4 and Fallout 3 for digital.
Nice.
So yeah. So I already had this digitally, but I like the case. Because I have 4 in New Vegas, which are like my top 3 favorite Fallouts. But I just wanted this physical because it kind of looked weird with just a little piece of paper. Because I still have the digital download code paper it came with, because I was kind of using that as like a representation of like, yeah, this is my Fallout 3, but well, yeah, now I actually have the game.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, this is just the Game of the Year edition. It's not open because as I said before, I already had it. So I just bought this thing.
So you have what? One more after this?
2 more.
2 more? Perfect. So you can't do an RPG, especially right now, an RPG recommendations without talking about this.
Elden Ring.
This is the craze right now. This is Elden Ring. It's made by Namco. It's from Software.
My buddy beat that in an hour.
An hour?
Well, he can beat it in an hour now.
I will say this just on the internet for every one of you. I suck at these games, the From Software games. I am terrible at Dark Souls. I'm terrible at Sekiro. But this game,
I'm even worse at.
I'm even worse at this game. But I love the world and the lore of Elden Ring. It's such a gorgeous game.
Just looking at this reminded me of another game I forgot to bring. Shadow of Mordor.
Oh, yeah.
So it's War for Mordor. We'll put 2 images up there.
Yeah, have you played this yet?
I have not. I've never played any of the software games because
they're hard.
They're hard. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like the rage too much.
I'm a lot more of a casual gamer. I'm not so much of like the whole like get good kind of thing. I'm just like
I'm a casual kind of guy too. It's like,
but I gotta say, I think that the amount of work they've put into this game is unreal. Just it's such an amazing game, and I know that this is everywhere on the internet right now, but I had to see what the hype was about, and it's really cool. I am pretty bad at it, but I'm moving along with the game. Like I'm feeling a sense of accomplishment each time I beat one of these bosses, and I'm just like, yes. I'm like 10 steps behind everyone else, but yes!
See, my buddy's played this game so much he can beat it in like 2 hours.
You know what? Well, let's move on.
He can do that with Dark Souls too.
Let's move on. What else you got?
Alright, so no, not many people like this, but this is like the first like Fallout game I actually played. Fallout 4.
Fallout 4.
So yeah, this is the game that came with my Xbox.
Wait, did you get the game guide for this?
I did not. I got for the last item I'm going to show.
Ah.
That's the big, like, that's the end of the video.
Spoilers.
That's the end of the video, like, that's how good it is.
Sorry.
So, this is just a case because I was actually playing it before I got over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just the base game. I have all the DLC for it.
I
didn't get the GOTY edition. But yeah, so this is just Fallout 4. It's a fun Fallout. It's a little different from 3 in New Vegas because they took away a lot of the mechanics from 3 in New Vegas.
Yeah.
Like the armor being destroyed and you having to repair your armor and your guns breaking. They took that out.
Yeah.
Which, it makes the game easier, but then it makes it really weird to go back and play New Vegas in 3 because you're like, why are my guns breaking? Oh wait, I forgot.
They brought it back in 76.
Ugh, we don't talk about that.
I know.
We don't talk about that.
You know, 76 is not very good, but at least it's a Fallout game you can play with another person.
I don't play Fallout to play with people. I play to hang out with like the virtual people. If I want to play with people, I have Elder Scrolls Online for that.
It's true.
Because that's like D&D.
We have lots of games we can play like that online.
Yeah, I don't need a Fallout.
What is your last item a game?
Yes. It's a game.
And
that bag.
Show that first.
Sure?
This is gonna take a minute.
All right.
So yeah.
I gotta take the hat off for this. All right. So
Taking the hat off.
Yeah, I gotta take the hat off for this because there's something I gotta do. So I guess this is like my last item. Fallout New Vegas.
The best
Fallout game ever. So at that same retro gaming con, I found the New Vegas official game guide.
You saw this day 1 too, and he didn't get it, and luckily it was there day 2.
Yeah, day 2, and because I didn't. First day I went, I didn't have any cash on me. I had like $20. So day 2, I was like, okay. First thing we did, bank, grabbed it.
He went to the ATM dressed as a pirate.
Yes, I was a pirate. Yeah, so this is Fallout New Vegas. Best Fallout. Yes. Collection edition and all that. This is the book. This is a sticker that I got that also goes with Fallout 4. Because it goes into the thing I'm wearing, which
You have an NCR belt buckle.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get a little closer up for this one. You guys, I'm just gonna show you my belt right here.
NCR, dude.
NCR.
That's super sick.
Oh, but that's not all. That is not all. All right, stay.
And there's the camera.
Okay. Thank you. There we go. You fix it.
You can go ahead and talk. I'll fix the camera.
All right. So yeah. So this is Fallout New Vegas. It's the best Fallout game in like all
It's
time.
the best Fallout game. Period.
Yeah, like,
Period. The
Period.
Best Fallout game.
no other Fallout. Like Fallout 3 was good. Yeah, but Fallout New Vegas is better.
Yeah.
It's the only game where you don't play as like some.
What is?
So this is a sticker. It's kind of hard to read, but it says more ferocious than the Deathclaw. You can look at that.
Is that going on your car?
It might, but I'll be right back.
Oh wow, this just never ends. More ferocious than a Deathclaw. I know you can't really see it, but it's a vinyl sticker. Something's happening off camera, and I'm not really sure what. But I really hope that you guys have kind of liked all the recommendations we've been doing. Oh my God. Okay, come here. Where'd you get this?
The official Bethesda store.
Oh my God.
That's why I got the sticker in the belt buckle.
Dude, are you gonna get the full outfit? Are you gonna cosplay this whole thing?
I have the full outfit.
You have the full outfit?
The Pip-Boy just arrived at my house. The coat isn't gonna arrive till like the 25th, and all I need are boots with spurs.
This is cool. All right,
NCR here.
you ready for? Let's do this. Let's put the helmet down over here so we can keep that on the table.
Let me turn off the light.
Oh yeah, here.
No, I mean move.
Oh, those lights. All right, so my last items are just set that down right over there on the end. There we go.
Keep the lights up.
All right, my last items. I'm gonna put the stickers right.
Oh yeah, I forgot to show off.
Oh,
It came with the poster as well. That was badass.
Oh. And in case you guys haven't figured this out, our videos are unscripted, so I think it's more fun that way.
Yes.
So,
I didn't tell him about the helmet either. I had it hidden.
you ready for this?
Yes. Let me grab that for you. Which, by the way, I'm getting the board game.
This is a homage to our very first video that I ever did for the gaming world. This is my entire Everquest collection.
Which, by the way, I'm getting the board games for that.
Everquest?
Yes, I'm getting
Nice.
the board games and the 3 DLC, the 3 expansion packs.
So this is a figure of. Oh, actually, the whole box opens up like this. But this is like an old school MMO. It was one of the first like big MMOs that were out there. But this is the main elf woman that's in the game. This is one of the DLC packs. So this is an old PC game, so big box PC. But
yes, we had to buy your DLC on a separate.
the artwork in these games are just absolutely amazing. This is the Atlas for Everquest. So not only did you need the game, you needed this to be able to tell where you are in dungeons and in the world, which I still play Everquest to this day. I've been playing it for years. I don't play it like regularly, but I do go back to it every now and then. But it is one of my favorite RPGs ever. That's why it's at the end. But this is the collector's edition of Everquest 1. And I'm going to show this in just a second. These are just all of the... Turok, how did you get in here? These are all of the game guides. You want to hold this real quick? So that's Everquest 2. These are all of the game guides that go with Everquest. And as you can see, look how thick they are.
These are thickies.
So this is the game guide for Shadows of Lucine. So this is Everquest 2. Now Everquest 2 is good. I prefer the first one. But this is what I wanted to open because I haven't opened this since Instagram. So this hasn't been on YouTube yet. So this is the collector's edition of Everquest. This is really old. This is like, I think 99. So look at this manual. Like look how it's like still kind of dusty, but like
Whoa, I can smell the Great Depression in there.
so there's a metal figure of the main elf woman that's in Everquest. So there's a little metal figurine of her.
That's a nice map. I like it.
This is one of my favorite things in my collection. This is a cloth EverQuest map. So this is the entire world of Norath. And I loved this map as a kid. So this is my same one that I've had like forever. So here's all the discs that go with EverQuest. There is an actual paper map
Not as cool.
of all the worlds. There is the instruction manuals
Another one.
and a
15
long expired coupon for 15% off the wear. So I wanted to show that because we talked about this, or I talked about this.
This was the first video. If you don't know, the first couple videos for JUMPTV were actually on Instagram.
I used to do Instagram lives, and then he started joining in, and that's how JUMPTV is. So this has been our RPG pickups. Come on, EverQuest, stand up.
Speaking of EverQuest, they have a board game for EverQuest. I'm picking that up soon.
I'm just gonna keep it right there. But we hope that you guys liked what you saw. I know this video was a little bit longer, but we had a lot to talk about in this one, especially all the Fallout stuff, which is super sick. But as always, guys, like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Oh boy.
Goodbye.